What is going on, Lucid fans? Welcome back to Financial Journey. So today I want to talk on why we went up as much as we did yesterday, why we were starting out very strong, what's causing us to go down. I'm going to break it all down for you. In addition to, I do want to talk about a couple of different points, one of which was going to affect most likely our upcoming earnings. And second one is definitely causing a lot of investors to second guess their investment with Lucid, or at least it doesn't sit right per se. So I'm going to break down both and what that means for us as investors. But before I get into any of that, you guys definitely know the deal by now. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Greatly appreciate that. And also pop over to my Discord, link in the description below. It's a free chat, a lot of good people. With that said, let's get right to it. So you can see on the live ticker to my left, briefly red now. We were for the most part this morning, very much green. 6.2 million as far as overall volume, 47.7 the average, and 592,000 shares being purchased by institutions and hedge funds just today alone. But with that, yesterday we did bounce off of that pivotal $17.50 mark, like exactly I've been saying the whole time, especially if you are subscribed and watch a lot of my videos. I've been saying $17.50 is where we are going to bounce off of, and we definitely did do that. So on a side note, looking at a lot of the technicals, I do strongly feel what we did yesterday isn't necessarily associated to any actual fundamental news. It is just the mere fact that we are absolutely so oversold that it is just more of a value rally. So just keep that in mind, especially looking at stochastic. We were actually below 10 for this amount of time, so roughly about 2 weeks. That is extremely low. Right now we are starting to have a little deviation, so black line above the red, showing a little bit more of a bullish sentiment, and looking at momentum, number of buyers is definitely going up, so that's also a positive thing. And also, as you guys know, I like to look at the sentiment to see what individuals are starting to think, especially as of yesterday's rally. It does look like things are starting to turn a little bit more positive, so I always like to look at a lot of this information. And if you are ever looking for a lot of good charts and stats, take a look at Interactive Brokers. Link is in the description below, and also I'll put it in the comments as well, so just click on the link and play around. Has a lot of good information. But with that, just moving on, so like I said, there is a couple of things that caused a little bit more of a concern, one of which potentially might come for our upcoming earnings, and it is this. So Ford is halting production at their Flat Rock plant due to chip shortages. I know based on our previous earnings, we had no issues with chip shortages, and our issue was largely glass and carpet and things along those lines. But still, I think a lot of EVs, all citing chip shortages, it may eventually affect us. So just keep that in mind for this upcoming earnings. This might be something that they do actually bring up. And this did come out late last night. So again, this is something that a lot of people are now thinking about possibly. And so the second point I do want to bring up caused a little bit more of concern among investors. Not necessarily anyone getting out because of this, but it doesn't sit right. And there was articles about this that did come out, but not to this finite degree. So this was posted by Lucid Insider, and it goes over the executive teams, their compensation as far as salaries, stocks, and things like that. Peter Rawlinson, $565 million in stock awards. That was in 2021. And majority of that, if not all, was associated just alone with him closing out the SPAC. And I'm not really an expert as far as what needed to be done, but to me, that seems a little bit excessive, 100%. So that is something that a lot of individuals are thinking about per se, especially considering if you do compare us, because majority of everything we do, we're getting compared to Tesla. So to be fair, I'm just going to compare Peter Rawlinson salaries to Elon Musk's. So right here, looking at 2010, so this is when obviously Tesla started out and things like that, $33,280 as far as the total compensation package for Elon. And I know the buying power from 2010 has changed significantly, so I'm just going to choose something a little bit more realistic, more so around 2014, give or take. Again, by 2014, Tesla was a little bit more established and things like that. But even at 2014, 35,000. Again, very much big difference. Just going to show you 2020. Again, this is going to shock you. I'm sure majority of you that pay attention to Tesla will already know this, but it is $0 because in 2020, obviously Elon did say that he's not collecting any compensation whatsoever from Tesla. Now, just a little bit more realistic, 2018. So 2018, this is obviously going to blow your mind significantly, but he made a pretty penny going on here. But still, Tesla at 2018 versus Lucid right now, that is a very big difference. So a lot of people are saying that Peter Rawlinson is getting paid way too much. So let me know your thoughts on that in the comments below, but this definitely is no reason to sell Lucid whatsoever, especially Peter Rawlinson is doing a very good job in my own opinion, but still, $565 million as far as the total compensation package in 2021 is a little bit high in my opinion again. So again, take that how you see that. I'm not a financial advisor, so do your own due diligence at the end of the day, but let me know in the comments below what you do think about that, or if this just possibly sits wrong with you or whatever it might be. So in addition to that, just want to go over some short information. So right now the short interest is over that 21%, which is very, very high in my opinion, and looking cost to borrow is at 15.04, which yesterday it was roughly at 6%. So the mere fact that it is gone up as much as it is, yet shorts only closed out 0.23% today, definitely shows shorts are getting more and more bold. So again, that's something for you to take away. Utilization is also at 100%, and as far as the options update today, it does look like $3.12 million with 97% of them being positive. So that is a very good change of events, even so from yesterday, 78% positive, especially all of last week, give or take, it was always around 15 to 20% positive. So definitely something is in the water. Hopefully something is going to be changing with Lucid, and that will definitely make a lot of investors very, very happy, especially a lot of big things is coming next week with the Fed meeting on the 4th and then our earnings on the 5th. So definitely stay tuned, subscribe, because I'm going to be live streaming that as well. But with all that, let me know your thoughts on Lucid in the comments below. If you haven't already, hit that thumbs up, subscribe to all that fun stuff. Greatly appreciate that. If you do like my channel and want to support the growth, take a look at my memberships, link in the description below, or just hit the join button at the bottom of the screen. With all that said though, I appreciate you guys watching. Let's all make a lot of money on Lucid.